So how should we interpret this linguistic battle between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka? Joining me now, Dr. Chandan Gowda, Professor in Dean School of Liberal Arts at Vidyashilp University, Bengaluru, and Professor K. Hariharan, author Kamal Haasan, A Cinematic Journey. Appreciate both of you joining us. Professor Hariharan, to you first. How do you see Kamal Haasan speaking out in the manner that he has? Is it a misunderstanding, or did he show somewhere a linguistic insensitivity? Or is it, as some are suggesting, only an attempt to promote his movie?
Well, if you ask me opinion, if you are going to a function to promote your film, I think that as a producer, director, actor, you should focus on your film. I'm completely dismayed. I am surprised why he even started talking about language. In Kerala also, he said the same thing. In Karnataka also, he's saying the same thing. Instead of focusing on the points to be watched in his film, and he moved into language. And this is, for me, I'm dismayed.
No, but why do you think,
why
as
is
his
he doing it at
biographer,
all?
why do you think, you've tracked him for years, why do you think Kamal Haasan, is his politics somewhere getting mixed with his cinema increasingly?
I think so, definitely. There is no doubt about it, because he is now becoming an active member, a supporter of the DMK party, and he is becoming a Rajya Sabha member now. So somewhere I think he has to talk about certain things, which I think is not necessary at all. When you're talking about a film release, probably that is definitely influencing. I'm no doubt about it.
Given
But
what
as a person, I will only say that.
Yes, go ahead.
As a person, I will say that, you see, I'm a person who believes that we should have a respect for the diversity of our languages, rather than focus on this language is a mother tongue or that language is a father. Why do we even talk about it? India is such a complex linguistic nation, with so many languages and dialects. And to focus on one language being the mother or something like that, I really don't understand why you should speak this at all.
Given what you've just heard, Dr. Chandan Gowda, on the flip side, is there an overreaction in Karnataka? Could this have been handled better? I mean, suddenly Kannada activists are coming out on the streets demanding a ban on the movie. Is that also a bit of an overreaction?
Rajdeep, I think what you're seeing as overreaction is actually a response to Kamal Haasan's unwillingness to show any sense of regret about what he has said. I think that is actually added to it, and now it's become a question of, we can't be pushovers. We'll have to, make sure that he pays for his defiance. It's reached that point. Rajdeep, not to approve of the actions of banning or boycotting films, but Kamal Haasan, being a public figure, has to have a great sense of responsibility and sensitivity to his actions in public, and he can't pretend to be a liberal citizen who can take recourse to court to protect him. Here it's a different political culture at work. A community which is genuinely saying, community in the sense representatives saying that, this is wrong on your part, have said that, he should have shown some sensitivity, and it would have only increased his stature, I think. And he's used such a...
No, but but Dr. Gowda, there are two ways to look at it. One, of course, is those who are saying this is diminishing the independent heritage of the Kannada language. Others would say, look, why not have a rational discussion on the fact that the shared Dravidian roots, in a way, of various languages. So while respecting diversity, you can also surely have a rational discussion. Is it not possible to have a rational discussion on language?
It is possible, and I think Kamal Haasan should have taken the first step towards the direction, instead of insisting that what he said is probably correct, and that he had ended discussion. Rajdeep, the shared Dravidian heritage, everyone agrees. It's a question of which language came first, and here linguistic historians think all South Indian languages were around the same time. There is no way of establishing which was there first. Be that as it may, Rajdeep, again, I think we're back to the specificities of India's public culture, political culture, where, there are fake instances of a community pretending to be hurt, etc. This is not one such instance. I think it's established that Kamal's claim was factually untenable. And the whole thing would have been gracefully handled if he had only made a gesture of admission that he may have been wrong, which we didn't see. And now you see the flexing of muscles. This is a familiar politics. I can imagine Kannada activists not wanting to be seen as pushovers in this case. It's time to make our presence felt, in all these ways. That is now not so alien to us, Rajdeep.
But Professor Hariharan, this whole notion of Tamil identity, Tamil pride, heart of the Dravidian movement, as you said, Kamal Haasan now aligning himself with the DMK. Uh, do you believe that this pits one language against the other? You can speak of Tamil pride, Tamil identity without necessarily pitting it against another language. Is that the mistake in a way that Kamal Haasan made? He could have spoken about his pride in Tamil identity and culture without pitting it against Karnataka and Kannadigas.
I'm completely in agreement with you. I mean, after all, look at the film that this film is now. This is a multi-star cast. It has got actors from all over India. And many of the actors who are acting in the film don't really speak Tamil, but they are acting. So, and he is dubbing this film in so many other languages. So we are already looking at a diversity of one film coming to reach so many people. And already the Telugu films have done it so well. They have really created what we call as a pan-Indian audience. And now in this time and moment, to say that there is a Tamil language, this film is not going to be seen in Tamil across the country. It is going to be seen in Hindi and Bengali and Gujarati and Marathi. So why are we actually picking up a language issue when promoting this film? That's my own question.
Right. So as you said, I think Kamal Haasan, you believe has got that part horribly wrong. But Chandan Gowda, you wanted to intervene. You raised your, when I said this is also at one level, could Kamal Haasan reflect Tamil pride without undermining Kannadiga pride?
Absolutely. He could have done that. There's plenty of scope for that. And Rajdeep, what is ironic is, as a DMK-backed Rajya Sabha MP, he's actually not being mindful of DMK's politics of resisting Hindi. And if you remember, Rajdeep, the linguistic rival of Kannada was in Bangalore was Tamil for the longest time, but no longer. Hindi had taken its place. In fact, there was a shared, plank of South Indian languages trying to come together to resist Hindi, etc. And DMK was in the forefront of that politics. And Kamal Haasan seems to have,
No, but why even resist Hindi? You see, but Professor Gowda, why even resist Hindi? I mean, here is Kamal Haasan, who's happily dubbing his film in Hindi. When it comes to commercialization of cinema, you want your film in every language. I mean, has the time come to move away from these linguistic battles, pitting one language against the other?
I agree. It's not, Hindi is not to be othered like that. The politics of Hindi imposition is to be protested, Rajdeep, not the speakers of Hindi themselves, who may not have anything to do with the, these larger politics of pushing languages against each other. You're absolutely right. I didn't want to make it seem like
I take
language
your point.
communities are at war.
I take your point. Mr. Hariharan, as his biographer, would you advise Kamal Haasan then to apologize? If you were in Kamal Haasan's place, he's abroad at the moment, film not being shown in Karnataka, this battle, the court also today asking him to apologize. Do you believe it's become an ego battle now?
It is. There is no, I think so. It's very clear. I think what he should do is just go. For me, the key person there is Shiv Kumar, Shivraj Kumar. If he goes and embraces him and he says, just forget this and get into the movie business, I think a lot of things would be solved. He has to have it at his equation, you see. A court intervening in this thing is just making it messier.
Right. Well, I hope that Kamal Haasan is listening to some sane voices. This is a moment where you actually need to celebrate India's linguistic diversity, particularly when a film like this is being released in multiple languages. The last thing we need is a linguistic conflict being caused by an actor's comments, an actor turned politician. Chandan Gowda, Professor Hariharan, both of you, appreciate you joining us here on My Talking Point this evening. Thank you so much.